Hey, my name is Sean Streeter. I am a freelance voiceover and radio personality, and I just want to give you a little bit of information about kind of what I do, mainly focusing on the voiceover side of things. The radio personality side is pretty simple. I host radio shows for a couple of different radio stations, and just like whatever your favorite morning show is, driving to work, or your afternoon show, driving home, or whatever, whether that's on XM or terrestrial radio, that's basically what I do on that front. The voiceover side is a little bit different, and it's a little bit, I feel like, a little bit more interesting, and it's really, I truly enjoy doing that a lot. And it's kind of unique because most people have no idea that it even exists. A lot of people don't even know what voiceover and why it's all the different things you can do with it. Like they think, oh, you do movie trailers? No, not really. I can, and I've done some, but the majority of voiceover work that I've done has been for commercials and for long-form narrations and explainer videos and corporate videos. It's not anything super thrilling and exciting, but it is also where a lot of the consistent money is. So let me break down the voiceover industry from my perspective, at least for you. There's a few different major categories of voiceovers, and I would categorize them as TV and radio commercials. Those would be the commercials that you hear on the radio that are for O'Reilly Auto Parts and AutoZone and Walmart and things of that nature. The commercials on TV where there are images, but you need to have a voice in the background explaining what's going on. Then there's more industrial voiceovers, and those would be explainer videos for work training videos. Those would be phone prompts, like if you're calling Coca-Cola Company and someone's, the phone answers, "Thank you for calling Coca-Cola. For distribution, press 1." That sort of thing. Those are really common, and for me anyway, that's the bulk of my base business. That is the consistent stuff that is just there's always stuff to do there. That is a great money making. It's not glamorous, but that is for me anyway, kind of the foundation of my voiceover freelance work. Then you have these other components that are more audition based. So the freelance stuff that I do for commercials, like for TV and radio commercials and those industrial things, those are usually through contacts that I've already made throughout the years, and they just return for business. They know my voice, they know what type of work I deliver, they know the quality, and they just return customers. And it's just constantly they have stuff. I have several different major businesses. A couple of them are like insurance companies, a couple are real estate companies, and they're constantly updating videos and training material for their employees, stuff like that. So that's where the bread and butter. Then you have the audition-based voiceovers. And for that, I'm going to kind of lump in like movie trailer voices in a world where everything's underwater, that kind of thing. You have video game characters where you're being the character of a video game. Same thing with animations, like video animations for, things like, on the bigger picture of things, you're talking like Pixar, Disney films that are animated, stuff like that. But there are a ton of those for lesser known things that are on YouTube and on Netflix and on other streaming services that all require voices. And then also in that category, a lot of them are for ebooks and stuff like that too. Long form narrations. And a lot of those you audition for and try to get that job. Now, those are harder to get because you're competing against a bunch of different people, but they tend to pay the most in my experience. So you get a couple of those on top of your other kind of behind the scenes stuff, the training videos and such, and you can do pretty well with voiceovers. Now, the biggest thing for auditioning is really find your voice. And same thing with all the voiceovers. You got to find what your voice is and where it falls into the voiceover category, because there's so many different voices. And I'm not going to submit too many auditions for a deep voice, movie trailer, for a thriller movie trailer. My voice, I might do a comedy movie trailer, a story about 3 guys that couldn't get along in one small apartment in New York City. So I'm not trying to change my voice for, to be bassy and in a world and all that kind of stuff. I'm just letting my voice be natural, but trying to find those jobs that fit my voice. And I think that's a big thing to do as a freelance voiceover artist, is really find that voice and what your voice works for. I hope this helps even a little bit. And if you ever have any questions, you can always reach out to me anytime and let me know. I'm happy to help guide you in the right